Of the University of Utah for the Girls 5A State Basketball Tournament. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Please be joined by Coach Holly Averett of Springville. Coach, thank you for coming up here today.
Thank you for having me.
This should be a good one. We've got Wasatch and Timpview, a region battle going head-to-head, and you're familiar with both these two teams. Coach, let's start with Timpview. They've made great postseason runs in recent years. I haven't been able to get to the top of the state, but Coach Steed, what has she got that makes this Timpview group so strong?
Coach Steed, she's a great coach. I'm sure she has a great game plan to kind of slow Wasatch down. They've got great guard play, some good inside play. If Ballin is playing good, I think they'll have a good chance.
She's very tough to hang with, and she can score from anywhere on the floor. They need her to have a strong game today. This Wasatch team, they made a great run last year. They returned so many pieces from that team from last year. A team that I'm not super familiar with. We don't get to see them very often. What makes them so difficult?
They're tough because they have both bigs and guards. They have guards that can shoot, guards that can attack and drive, and then they have big presence inside that can finish and rebound. So all around, they're just a good team, and it'll be tough.
Peyton Banky, right? One of those guards. Great shooter. And we saw her in the Utah Top 50 this fall. Really, really strong for the Wasatch Wasps. And then you look inside, they've got Danielle Garner as well. She had a great year last year. Spirited, they do have a lot of pieces. If you had to pick kind of an X factor for Wasatch, who you think could be kind of that determining factor in this matchup, who would you say that player is?
I think it's going to be Peyton. I think if she has a good night shooting and attacking the basket, I think they'll be in a good spot.
Going to be really interesting. The winner of this game is a 2-7 matchup. We'll have to take on the Bountiful Redhawks, who just had a dominating win in the quarterfinal against Spanish Fork. Bountiful likes to get after it. Is there anything you're looking for in this particular matchup, maybe keys tonight?
I think they just kind of have to find – it's hard to, get your rhythm up here. I think if they can get in the rhythm, get comfortable up here, I think that will just help going get to the next.
Awesome. Well, Wasatch coming in the number 2 seed. Been a great year for the Wasps as they are 20-3 overall and champions out of the region. Timpview kind of had a tough sled in region play, 6-6 in region, but 14-9 overall. It's a really good Timpview team and should be a really fun ball game. Expect this one to be up and down the floor, Coach?
I do. Yeah, I think they'll look to push the ball. They both are pretty aggressive teams, so I think it'll be a good pace game.
Getting ready here for the tip-off. Timpview in the Road Blacks. It'll be Livy Iyer in the center circle and Mahala Spiritin for the Wasps. As our second 5A quarterfinal in the girls bracket set to tip off. Our officiating crew today, Lacey Andreasen, Al Harrison, and Randy Thompson. Congratulations to those officials for having an opportunity to officiate here in a quarter. A very meaningful thing for officials to get games up here at the site. Work right back. This is Garner, first bucket. Good take there for Danielle Garner. Well, this Wasatch with a little pressure of their own here early on. Tossing Aliai. Good drive. Hand off. Boy, Garner may have got a piece of that. Wasatch looking inside. Boy, I thought maybe a hand on the basketball there, maybe a tie ball.
I thought it could be a jump.
We'll get it there. The arrow will give it to the T-Birds. Has Wasatch pressured all year, Coach?
Yeah, they'll bring a full court pressure. They also will bring a half court type trap pressure. They kind of mix it up.
Okay.
They like to deny the point guard, so it's hard for them to kind of get the ball in.
A nice start there. Able to get that Iyer with a bucket. These two teams played twice this year. Those are both single-digit games. We expect this one to be kind of similar. As this is Banky. Her first three won't go. Good offensive board here. If you're Timpview, undersized, how do you try to stay strong on the glass?
It's tough. You just have to make sure everyone has a body and kind of has to do their job. Be physical and see what you can get.
That's a great peel off there by Latu. Kind of had hands on the ball, and as the player was turning away, just quickly got rid of it. That's a heady play. Do you expect a lot of Timpview threes in this matchup, Coach?
I think so. I think they all are willing to shoot, and they have some good shooters, but we'll see if they get some open looks from Wasatch.
Oh, I hear skipping over Birmingham. Go right back inside. Oh, good denial. Shot clock ticking down. Got to get one up. They just get it off, and that one does hit with the rim. Good track there by Latu. And a foul called inside. That's going to be on Gardner. Well, you can see the presence of Wasatch inside. They are long.
They are. I think you still go at them, though. I think, just like she did, if you get them off their feet, go at them, you have a chance.
How deep is this Wasatch team, Coach?
They have some good guards coming off the bench. They're pretty deep. They play about 8 solid girls that come in.
Substitutions here. We'll see that depth here early. Mackenzie Richens checking in, as does Anna Greenwell. As Iyer makes them both 4 early points here for Livy. Here's Banky. Plays with Richens. Timpview in that zone. Corner shot, that won't go. Tapped up. No, taken away by Latu. Transition 3, that one won't go. And we'll go back to Wasatch. Tim, you like to take early shots?
They do. They'll take their open looks when they get them. They do have good shooters, so, if you got them, take them.
Here's an open look. One and done is the rebound there brought down by Malii. Ball in here can reset things. Lena's had a great year for Timpview, and a foul called there on Richens. You've coached very aggressive guards.
Yes.
How is it? You want them to be locked in, you want to see that, but you also want to be kind of smart with some of those fouls early, yes?
Yes, you definitely do. Want to be smart and be aggressive, but make sure you don't have those hands on and know when to leave it.
How do you coach? Because I feel like your backcourts have been so good at walking that line and never crossing it. Like, you don't get into a ton of foul trouble, but yet you still get really effective pressure. What have you found to be really good principles in coaching that to your backcourt?
We work a lot on it, and there's a lot of, I don't want to say criticism, but we're in them a lot, and we kind of go at it basically all practice, too. We'll go full court all practice, kind of work on those type of things.
Spiriton with the bucket inside for Wasatch as the Wasps draw back to even here. Back inside as they'll skip across. 3 from Birmingham. That won't go. Boyd Spiriton with a strong rebound. They look inside. Well, good job there by Latu. Love how she forced her baseline.
That's a play.
I think they did a good job, too, of kind of letting some of that contact without allowing it to be maybe too ticky-tack, right?
Yeah. I mean, hands were off.
Yep. Lena. She'll drive. Boy, she's got another gear foul. And Gardner just picked up her second. When you kind of saw Gardner, her hand come to her face like, oh no.
She knew, yeah.
You think she comes off the floor here?
I would, just because I don't have all the trust in my girls, but.
Looks like she's going to stay on here. Well, that one just missed. Bowling splits the trip. First point tonight. Gives the lead back to the T-Birds. Inside, good take. Is this kind of like it's not really a boxing one. It kind of feels like they're manning up Gardner and then playing like a 1-3 off of that. Is that?
You know, they do a little mix up. They'll pinch and man. They'll do some zones. So it could be some scheme that they've,
okay,
set up. I don't know.
I've been hesitant to call it out because I'm like, I can't quite diagnose what they're doing. It's been good though.
It's working.
I mean, you talk about banking, maybe that player for them, and it looks like Timpview feels similar.
Tight on it, yeah.
Yeah. So 6-5 here, back to Timpview. Nearly had an over and back there, huh?
It's a close one.
Would you be yelling for that one?
I might have to, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, good find inside. Erbstosser kind of lost under the basket. It would finish it. Open look for three. That won't go. Now eye on the run here for Timpview. Little floater, Balling, no. Offensive board brought down by Erbstosser. Good ball movement here, long three, that one good. Anaya with the three for Timpview. Love the ball movement on that possession.
Great ball movement. That's how you kind of beat that type of defense. Get them moving.
Well, I think the important thing is don't settle, right?
Yes.
Like, be patient with it.
Yes.
A drive here by Viava sends over to Gardner. Man, she's been strong early.
That's why you leave her in, right?
Yeah. If you're Timpview, do you try to go at her? Or are you not really big in
I think
on
you
some of
play
that
your
tension?
game. I think you play your game. I mean, certain players can, but.
Nice little step aside there by Erbstosser. It's her second field goal. Inside a minute here in this opening quarter. Quick shot there from won't go, and it'll stay here. Well, it just feels like there's so many pieces for Wasatch, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely is.
Right back to the inbound. A fade away, that won't go. I like that play, though. They get a good look.
Yeah, that's one of their go-tos.
Boy, bodies to the floor. I hope those shoulders are okay. They kind of rammed into each other hard. Arrow will give it to the Wasps. Three team fouls on Wasatch, none on Timpview. Timpview's played a pretty great first quarter, really. Side, that one might have been deflected. Bowling on the run. Out of the corner. Atuaya just missed. Offensive board by Lloyd. Second opportunity, no. And that'll do it. 12-8 Timpview leading Wasatch after one. You're watching the 5A semifinal live from the Huntsman Center on KSLSports.com. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Dane Stewart, Coach Holly Avery with you out of Springville. Coach, your thoughts on our first quarter?
I think it's been a pretty good first quarter. I think Timpview's moved the ball really well and played pretty good D down on the defensive end. I think if they just keep their good ball movement, I think they'll be in a good spot. I think Ball's done a really good job at kind of seeing the floor and finding people who are open.
I think Timpview's been really good on the glass, too.
Yes,
We said, they don't have the advantage, right? They got to figure out a way to get possessions.
Yep.
They've done it.
Even on the offensive end, too.
Yes.
Got a few offensive boards.
Balling, little step back three here. Gets her own miss. Good hustle. Tough pass. What a save. Cicely Clark with the save for the Wasatch. Effort, hustle plays, you got to love those.
Yes, yes.
A little step around. Offensive board, spared in.
Wasatch can keep doing that. I think that'll get them right back into their rhythm.
Leah hasn't found her touch yet. She's had big games this year. It feels like maybe a matter of time for her, but her teammates can kind of carry until she feels comfortable.
Yeah, I think she'll keep taking them. Hopefully they get some offensive rebounds, help her out, but.
So Leah actually going to come off the floor here, get a little rest. Work to Ottawa inside. Oh, just want to go down. Really like the way they attack that zone there, Coach.
Yeah, you see our kind of playing below the blocks, kind of behind the D, stepping in as soon as they all collapse in that middle. So it's a great look.
So Timpview to the line here. Iyer made a pair back in that opening quarter. Greenwell checking in here for Wasatch, and Malai checking in for Timpview. Good start from the line from Iyer. Back to a 4-point lead. The corner, Clark on the drive, left that short. Step back. That shot just a little strong. You say she didn't quite save that. It was a good effort. These two teams feel pretty comfortable in this game.
Yeah, they both look confident, aggressive. They don't look timid at all.
Another Terminator dribble high. Work inside, Spirit in.
Good take.
Start bringing doubles there because she's really starting to take over inside.
Yeah, I mean, at some point they might have to. They could try to keep her high. It could probably help. 4 catches, but.
How much of that is really work done before that ball comes in?
Yeah, I think that's most of it is. They can get there and work early and hold her high. I think that'll put them in a better spot, but.
Springville's had their fair share of going up against, talented post players. How have you taught players to kind of win that spot and not give in?
It really is coming down to working early and being low. We've had not tall teams, and that really is what it comes down to. Most posts aren't as comfortable a little further out than they are deep in the paint. So.
Pauline working in, shot clock inside 10. Spirit in with the block. And a foul. Can we call here, I believe, on Iyer.
Rebound call on number 10, Libby Iyer. Her first team goal.
So Wasatch basketball here. Ava came back on. That shot was short. On the floor, we'll get a tie-up.
Elbow. Possession for Wasatch.
We'll stay here. Tell you, Wasatch very deliberate on their inbound plays, aren't they?
Yes. Got a lot of looks right in at the rim. Lobs and step-ins.
Well, there with that bucket. There's no whistle there, so we'll play on here. Step through. Shot just missed. Feels like Wasatch has been getting a few of those rebounds in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's kind of what, I mean, they really, in my opinion, is what's keeping them kind of in this game. Those second shots, second, third opportunities.
Looking up. Oh, boy. Grace is down. She looks to be in some pain.
Yeah, the non-contact injuries are some of the scariest.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a rough one in a boys' game earlier, and Mrs. Erbsaucer down. We're going to step aside as they come out, have a look. We'll be back. You're watching the 5A quarterfinal. He helped off. Did not look comfortable. Certainly hope she'll be okay. Drive there by Banky and draws the contact. She'll head to the line. Coach, what's that like, having a player have to be helped off? I mean, how do you kind of get that out of your team's minds?
It's tough. I think you just tell them to stay focused, get after it. You can't control any of that stuff, what happens, but no, that's a tough one.
Been a tough day on the floor. Again, had injuries in the boys' games and no one here early on in the girls' slate. There's Wasatch retaking the lead here. 16-14, been a 6-0 burst from the Wasps. Trying to fit that beneath that defense and tie up here. The arrow, we'll keep it here.
It's good hustle play.
Wasatch, they play a lot of zone.
Yeah, they mix it up. They'll mix up, they'll go man, they'll go zone.
Trying to get that zone moving here. You see the ball movement. Kind of stacked right now. Shot clock down. Oh, tough shot.
Good take.
Nice drive there by Lena. There's Banky. Beating into Gardner. Remember, she picked up that second foul, and again, it hasn't adjusted her minutes. She's got 8.
Right decision to leave her in.
Yes.
It was way off.
Sent over. Coming in from the wing is Latu. Miller looks in. Junction J there from Greenwell won't go. And we got a timeout taken here by Timpview. Full timeout. We'll step aside, take it with them. 2:23 to go here in the first half. Coach Holly Averett, at times, we're going to just ask you questions.
Okay.
Just because, get a chance for people to get to know you a little bit better, but also understand from your experience perspective, how fun is it bringing a team up and playing at the site?
It's way fun. I mean, it's hard to kind of describe, but it's so exciting, and we live in a great community where a lot of people come out and support, and I don't know, it's not what all these girls get all the time, right? They don't always get all the support, so it's pretty awesome to come out there and play.
How do you prep a team? I mean, we talked about these two teams that felt comfortable, right? It doesn't feel like they've been like skittish or nervous. How do you get a team ready for that?
You know, I think it's a lot of the mentality, getting on the, just kind of the, like it's any other game kind of thing. Try not to make it like over exciting for them or anything. Just say, you know what, play your game, every other game. And do those things that you can kind of control, like play good D, and then your offense will kind of come.
Well, this one turned over. Miller goes back. Here's a three. Spirited. Just missed that one. Oh, Leava'a. She's only got 4, but they both come right at the rim.
Yes. Got a board, read that shot, and it's a good finish.
On a foul here in the backcourt. Picked up by Miller.
Foul on number 10, Peyton Miller.
Actually, I haven't had a lot of fouls in this game, but
Second team.
I like it. Yeah, it's been a good one.
Substitution for Timpview. Number 25, Lord.
1:34 left here. Timpview ball.
Inbounded by number 0, Leah.
This game a little lower scoring than you thought it would be?
You know, yes, but also just because of the arena and stuff, I think it might take a half for shots and everyone to get comfortable.
Do you find that with your teams? Kind of takes a half?
Yeah, I do. Especially this first game here, I think so.
Oh, nice
Great
touch.
pass.
Just swung off the window, but kept here. A high arching shot is not easy, and then a loose ball foul here.
Both teams getting good second, third shots.
Yeah. So that's the third team foul on Wasatch. First on Leava'a. Well, they like that mid area of the key. They've worked it very effectively, but that shot missed by Naliai. Transition 3, no. This is Lloyd. Wasatch really pressuring her out. Good recovery. Looking ahead. Spirited. This feels like she's easy to find.
Yeah. She looks for the ball really well, too.
Clock down to 7. Into the corner. 3 from Atuaya. Just rims out. And that'll do it. We've reached the midway point. 22-18. Wasatch leading Timpview in the 5A quarterfinal. I'm back. Getting ready to start our second half. Dane Stewart and Coach Holly Averett with you. 22-18 Wasatch. Coach, your thoughts on the first half? Anything stand out to you, surprise you? What kind of stood out?
I think both of Wasatch and Timpview's players are kind of like they have the same idea. I don't think Peyton has had a lot of easy looks, and I don't think Ballin has had a lot of easy looks either. So I think they both have the same game plan, and if they can get some easier looks, I think that could help both teams.
So how do you try to free that up?
If you're Wasatch, I think you have a lot of off-ball stuff where she can catch and not necessarily settle for threes, but look to attack the rim. Same thing, both ends. Kind of off-ball movement, setting screens, coming off screens, trying to get easier catches and easier looks.
It's interesting because Ballin was defending Banky there, so kind of best on best. That shot is blocked. Timpview trying to get out on the run here. Nice feed, Iyer. We haven't thought about it. Worked back inside and miscommunication there. It's Wasatch. Inside, Spirited, no, back to Gardner. Officially, Gardner had 8. Spirited had 8 as well. Free throw line jumper. Good read there by Balling, right? Just seeing that that's open.
It's a great take. Just good composure. See, keeping her that high, I think, a little more uncomfortable.
Could even see kind of maybe one of the first times where got caught mid-decision, right? Kind of left her feet and they're like, oh, shoot, got to do something with it. That was deflected out. Spearden from the line. That one won't go. Saved in. That touched the underside?
Did not see that one.
So Atuaya checking in here for Timpview. Looking at the corner. Birmingham will dribble out. It's an open look for 3. No. Loose ball foul here on Leava'a. Kind of got caught when she lost her footing, and now you're in recovery mode.
Yeah, scramble.
Yep. Second personal on Feely. And inside, Iyer. Track that down, could not get there. Gardner, baseline.
Hit a few of those.
Man.
Little jumpers tonight.
Yeah. She's been really strong from the floor. Falling.
Wow,
What a drive.
take.
You can see her almost willing her way to the rim on that one. Open look, that's what he hit. Anna Greenwell with the 3 for Wasatch. And a quick timeout taken here by Coach Hull. We could be here, 27-22. Coach, a lot of memories. Obviously, at Springville, you had a lot of success. When you think back, what has been kind of that moment, that game that you think of as like, man, that one was special? I know there's a lot, but if you had to pick one.
My first year coaching, we played Lehigh, undefeated up here, in the semis. And I don't think anyone thought we had a shot. I don't even know if we did, but we were able to kind of pull that one away. I don't know if it was because the first year and kind of made a run or what it was, but that was a big one. One that I don't think I'll forget. But
that was a big one.
Yeah.
Because you're right, that Lehigh team.
They were a good team.
They were a really good team. And I don't think a lot of people had the Red Devils coming out with that one.
Which makes sense, right?
I'm glad you don't hold that over our heads, right?
Yeah,
you still talk to us.
Like, actually, I remember you guys weren't too sure about that one, but
what?
No, it was.
That shot won't go from Naliai. That was awesome. And the thing about your program is you guys just kept doing it. It was almost like it didn't matter, right? And we talk about tenacity and defense. Always think of your teams.
Well, thank you. Yeah, they're good girls and they work hard, so I'll take them.
Is Wasatch giving it up here back to Timpview. In fact, it's kind of weird. It was like Springville's staple and had an opportunity to have you come on. It's like, we got to take advantage because it's not going to happen very often. There's Pauline. Looks to the corner. That ball move. It's been there all game. Open look. That one hit. Atuaya. Excuse me. Naliai was for 3. their ball movement has been really impressive. Timpview's. There's Clark. That defense just sticking with it.
Number 23, Leah Baba.
Banky's still with just the 2.
Yeah, Timpview's doing a really good job not letting her get an easy look or really an easy catch. Just having to work hard.
Yeah. Just a step beyond Naya, but kept here. Birmingham, her 3. No. Pauline will pull up little 8-footer, trickles over the rim.
He's got a great hezzy. Hezzy coming off those screens. Tough to guard.
And she had kind of a quiet first half too, but she's got a couple buckets here to get this second half going. Inside. Spirit in again. I called for her first. And just when you feel starting to feel good, right? Go back to the well and
Such does a lot of offense, whether it's back picks. And tough to guard, especially with the bigs.
oh, and a big board, but Leava lost it out. Missed opportunity there. It was Ottawaya. Oh, quick step.
That high post catch, huge. Huge against their deep.
I love that decisiveness, right? Catch and go.
Yep.
Nice, had a nice game. She's got 8. Oh, reliable.
Yep.
Maybe back to the Wasps. That's why I'm trying to get that in with Lloyd. Ooh. I saw that coach reaction. No traveling violation here. Yeah. Back to Timpview. Falling into the corner for 3. No, but Iyer with the board.
A lot of offensive boards for both teams.
Tell you, the balance of Timpview has been really impressive. I mean, Pauline's got her 9, but Naya and Iyer each with 8 apiece. Helping Timpview still battling this one. Tough shot, Leava. No. Tough to work that around Spirited.
Yeah. I mean, right idea, not a great angle, but.
Yeah. Yeah. Our girls semis, it's going to be a quick turnaround because they got to play tomorrow morning.
Yeah, back to back. It's a tough one.
Well, and not just back to back. It's like you barely have time to
Not
go home and get
hours,
rest.
no.
You know, you go from the night games to the morning games.
Yeah,
how do you even try to prepare for that?
A lot of good recovery tonight, and I like ice baths, and hopefully you kind of prepared yourself through the season.
Yeah.
For it.
That's going to be a strong test. The winner of this game will play Bountiful.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a really tough one. So you got a whole like 8 hours
Yeah,
to prep. Now, you can be honest. Would you be looking ahead at all? I mean, I know this is a tough matchup, but again, you don't have a lot of time to prepare for the back-to-back defending state champs.
Yeah, you know, it's hard because you don't want to get ahead of yourself, anything like that. But I'm sure there's some coaches who have, you know, at least have some sort of scattering report on Bountiful. I don't know if the girls have it yet, but
It's hard because you got to win what's in front of you first, right?
Yeah, I got to keep that mentality.
Look at that double down low, but a foul call here. Paulie might have taken one up high, but she's going to be called here.
Number 22, Lena Ball. Her first, second team ball. Out of bounds, Wasatch.
Knocked out. We'll stay here. Timpview thought that was out off Wasatch. It's hard to tell. Little room there. That three just rimmed out. Seconds trickling down. Falling off the window, no. We are tied up, 31 apiece. Timpview, Wasatch playing for the right to advance to the semifinal. Start of the fourth quarter, 31 apiece. Timpview, Wasatch. Two great battles in their region season, both won by Wasatch. And this one, the most important of them all. Oh, good hands, but kept here. Coach Holly Averett with us. Coach, we got 7.5 minutes left. What's the thing you're going to be watching for to help determine this one?
Just stops and finishing stops, meaning you can't give up the offensive boards. I think that'll be huge coming into this last 7 minutes. But I'm a big defensive wins games, so get some stops here. I think you've got a good shot.
Spirited not on the floor here to start this fourth quarter for Wasatch. Gardner is. This will be a drive instead by Clark, who scores her first bucket. Oh, nice drive. I'm kind of surprised that didn't go. Ballin has the ability to finish that
shifty.
shot.
Yeah, she very shifty. It's a good take. Able to break that pressure right there, too.
Gardner just picked up her third. Spirited set to come on here. Tough miss. So Spirited on, as is Leava'a. That one off the back of the rim. Offensive board. Iyer. Too strong on the attempt. Timpview and that man. Iyer having to deal with Spirited.
It's tough. Tough down there.
14. Now for Spirited. Old drive. Lena kicks out. Ball movement back in play here. Nali inside to Iyer. Love that step in.
Yeah.
Clark, that baseline taken away. Gardner, just off the mark. Oh, numbers here for Timpview. Lena to the rim. No, offensive board in the corner. Nali tied up. You get a 4-on-2. And a good shot by Pauline, but I love the
Got
unselfish
rebounding,
play. Yep. And yeah, that's what, 2 offensive boards they finish off of?
Yeah.
Gardner. And a timeout taken. 37-35. Back and forth we go. We'll say here, we want to just give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Our playoff coverage is brought to you by Tab Bank. Tab Bank is the home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with a 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and a 1% cash back on eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and no account fees. It's a big deal. Tab Bank, member FDIC. Want to thank Tab Bank for their sponsorship of our playoff coverage on KSLSports.com. Coach, you're familiar. Obviously, your region, both these two teams, out of the same region as Springville, Spanish Fork, put together a run in the postseason. What is it like coaching in a region that is so well represented? And again, like, we know how good Springville is every year. You guys didn't make it here, but what is it like having that level of depth of competition in that region?
It's tough. There's no gimmies, right? So every, twice a week you have your game prepping. It's intense. There's no like, oh, here you get this, a gimme game. So, I mean, it's tough mentally, physically, but I think it's good for you. I think it's good for you in these types of situations.
I mean, it certainly gives you the opportunities where you feel like you've got multiple close games.
Yep.
You kind of work through this in game scenarios, right?
See if you need to work on some different situations. And
Wasatch here in a zone. Timpview's been really patient against the zone today. Into the corner, open look. That one good, and the lead to Timpview. Atuaya with the 3. I feel like Timpview in years past have been run, and this one feels very disciplined and comfortable in a half court.
They look very disciplined in the half court.
Greenwell couldn't connect. Atuaya, a little stutter, denied. Big block by Spearden. Ball given back. Pauline splits it. Lena with the lay-in. Gosh. Largest lead since Timpview, I think, was up 4 back in the second quarter.
I think so.
Tough finish. And Leah Va'a draws the contact. She'll head to the line. We talked about the two primary scorers, Pauline for Timpview, Banky for Wasatch. Banky still with just the 2.
Yeah.
Pauline's second half has been big.
Huge for Timpview. And the good news for Wasatch is they do have other parts that
they
can
do.
help them out, right? They've got both post players that are in play that are looking pretty solid. So
both in double figures.
Yes.
And Gardner, is the thing that has impressed me most about her is, she'll play post, but those little 12, 15 footers, like, she's just money.
Yeah, they look good tonight.
Still in that zone. Tough pass, almost scored off the deflection. If that would have gone in, Timpview would have felt really good, right? Little room, Banky will take the 3 and hits it. Boy, how hard is that? Where she's only had like 1 attempt tonight.
It's hard to stay confident, and so props to her for coming off that screen looking very confident, knocking it down.
Re-gives the lead to the Wasps. Meyer kicks out. 3 off the window. And how about the game for Nalia? She's got 15. The Timpview boys advance to the semi. The girls trying to do the same. Leah Va'a with the answer and ties it up. And a timeout taken here by Wasatch. 30-second timeout. Coach, we ask a lot of coaches this because they like to hear different perspectives. Timeouts after made buckets.
I think it depends. Sometimes I'm big on it just because I think my girls need a break, or I want to change something up or things like that. But it's tough because sometimes you don't want to take away, rhythm.
Yeah.
So just a feel. You just get feelings, I guess.
Wasatch continue to play in this zone. I think the Timpview ball movement has been able to give them open looks. Do you think Wasatch continues to be in that zone, or do you think they switch it up here?
They have switched it up before, like throughout the season, so it's nothing new if they were to go man. I don't know. I don't know what I would do because certain players or personnel might not be a great matchup.
Sure.
Right. So maybe they stick with the zone and.
Well, because the problem with the man is, given that you've seen Naliai stretch the floor and step out, Otawaya, you do that, then all of a sudden Spearden has to leave the paint.
Yes.
And now you've got those driving lanes open, right? It's like maybe a 1-3-1. Bowling drive, gets it up, draws the whistle. And here to the free throw line. Neither team really in foul trouble. One team foul on Timpview. 2 on Wasatch. Waiting to see if they were updating that or not. So Bowling just misses that first. Misses them both, but an offensive board? No. What a track by Leah Va'a. Just kept that in. On the drive, contact. And Banky, mentioned, hasn't had a lot of opportunity. Big plays here late.
Yeah, huge plays. Thought it was a great attack to the rim. Not just settling.
First, second team foul. Shooting 2 shots.
Second one here for Peyton. So back to a 2-point Wasatch lead. Back with Otawaya. Not ball in. Shot clock down to 10. Lena, the long 2, short. Banky with room for 3. It might be, I think it is, 8 unanswered from Peyton Banky. She had 2 just minutes ago. She's got 10 and a 5-point lead for the Wasps.
Yeah, she's been huge this last quarter, figuring ways to get open and get to her looks. So.
Wow, big time shots after she'd been held in check for a majority of the game. Timeout. We will step aside, be back. 1:37 to go here in regulation.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Welcome back. 48-43. Coach Averett, we'll give you just while we're coming out of this timeout. Head coach at Springville. What's your favorite thing about coaching at Springville?
Just the community. And I mean, I went to school there, so I kind of have that Red Devil pride. So I don't know if I could ever go anywhere else, to be completely honest with you.
I love to ask that question because there's a few high schools. Oh, boy. There's a few high schools that still have that community feel. Springville's one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Very unique.
Yep. Feel tons of support. You see people at Reams and
It's awesome.
they're asking about games, right?
Yep.
Out of bounds, Timpview.
We're knocked out. We'll stay here. And we get a timeout taken now by Timpview.
Timeout, Timpview.
30-second timeout. It is one of the cool things because the community is so connected, right? And whether you talk to football or basketball, boys or girls, they all take pride in that, right? And this is our community. This is our high school, and this is who we play for.
Definitely. I mean, my family's I'm from Springville, family's from Springville, and I don't know if that helps and why I feel so connected, but yeah, it's just great community, tons of support, so love it there.
What is the most difficult thing? You said you played there. You've obviously coached for several years. You were an assistant, now a head coach. When you look at the evolution of the game, what is the thing that's maybe most challenging in running a program, being a head coach today?
It's just totally different, right? I have so many girls that play other sports and all of the like accelerated type play, like you have AAU ball, I have lots of soccer. I didn't realize when I was young, when I played, that there was all that going on, but I mean, it's hard to find times where everyone can get together and we can have an open gym and stuff, but do our best, right?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So that's been a great program and done an amazing job there, continuing the success. Here's a three, just off the mark. On the look from Lloyd. Foul given. We have a walk down and take free throw. Nope. Sorry, that's just
We've got a few.
Yeah, just a third team foul. So just one more foul to give. Just 2 team fouls for Wasatch. Did you give that next foul here?
I mean, I think I would. I think you find someone you want at the line and.
Well, you still have the
not
one
her,
to give,
but-
right?
Yeah.
So that's the last one. Because that's where I was kind of like, I like being in a situation where it's like, if you want to foul, you can, right?
Yeah. So now,
Out of bounds, Wasatch.
see if they do or not.
It also resets the shot clock, so I'm plenty of time on there. They'll come up and foul Banky.
Foul on number 22.
And so it'll be Peyton here to the free throw line.
Team foul on the Thunderbirds. Putting Wasatch in the bonus. Shooting 2 shots will be Peyton Banky.
Boy, pressure moments. How do you help keep yourself composed in this? Stepping up to the line, trying to make critical
Deep
free throws late.
breaths, positive confirmations, I think everyone's different. I've had girls that will like sing songs in their heads and stuff.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, all right, whatever works.
Whatever works.
I'm a big just breathe person though.
Thank you. Good on the first. Kind of felt like there might have been a question around whether they should be shooting or not. I'm totally speculating there. But even the look, once Pauline committed that foul, was kind of like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah.
Almost like they thought they had one more to give. If they're checking the clock here or what? Yeah, they put 58 on. Okay. Makes them both. That's a good way to make that extra 1.4 meaningless, right? 7-point game. Three. That one just rimmed out. Banky with it. And the Wasatch Wasps. Boy, making plays late. And it was Payne Banky really stepping up.
Huge fourth quarter for her, which was needed. So
yeah. Yeah, and just like that, she's worked herself into double figures and a chance here to get to a tie with a team high with Spirited at 14 if she makes these both.
Substitution number 35.
She had 2 points just a couple minutes into this fourth quarter. 14 now. And it feels like she kind of has scored the last 12.
Yeah, it does feel like that. And maybe, has she?
I think she has. I could be missing one,
Yeah.
but this would be Leah Va'a. And the line here to seal it with 31 seconds left. This Timpview team, we talk about their year. Obviously, another great year for Coach Steen and the T-Birds, but looking like they'll come up short here. Balling, one of the seniors on this group, she's been kind of the face of that program the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Be a hard piece to replace.
It will. Have a few young ones coming up that shot well and have looked good this season, but definitely a real hard one to replace. Your point guard, your leader.
I mean, Nalia's just a freshman.
I was going to say, yeah, they're
So,
still young.
Yep. She banks that one in. I know. Falieva here again. 7-point game. Yeah, I mean, you talk about Iyer. She had a nice game. She's a junior. She comes back.
Yep.
Atawai hit a 3. She's a sophomore.
Yep.
It is a young group for Timpview.
Pretty sure Lena has a sister, younger sister, too. So.
Yeah, Bella.
Yep.
Is that one good for the Va'a? This one on the floor, kind of rolled over, all taken away. So corner look there is short. Ooh. Foul given there. If it's earlier, we might get something a little more on that one.
Officials letting her know.
Yeah, just
right?
a little discussion there. So Gardner here to the free throw line. She was good too. I mean,
yeah.
Her start was really key early. When you think about that Wasatch Bountiful game, anything that is of note for you, Coach?
You know, Bountiful's a good team. Wasatch is a good team. It got the rematch, right? The championship last year. I don't know. I mean, they both have to play their games. I think if Wasatch plays a complete game where all of your players are kind of playing their roles and doing what they should, I think Wasatch, can give them a good look. But
it'll be tough because when you look at that Bountiful team, they've got length in a Taylor Harvey, a Mia Johnson as well. And we've got Satuala. They've got some dynamic guard play. Should be a great semi. Wasatch and Bountiful.
Should be a really good one. Bountiful look. They transition really well.
Yep. They like to pressure.
Yes,
they get after
bring that pressure.
You better be ready to go for 32 full minutes.
Yep.
So, Coach, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
For everyone here, for Coach Holly Averett and Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Wasatch advancing to the state semifinal. That game will be tomorrow morning. You can catch that right here on KSLSports.com. 56-46 Wasatch over Timpview.